I was a stress addict and I didn't know it. I didn't like what was going on in my body and my brain, but I couldn't figure out how to turn it off. Let me give you a little bit of background story. I was the 7th employee of a startup company by the name of Somnio Solutions in Austin, Texas. I was in charge of sales. It was my job to get us on the vendor list of some of the largest companies in the world at the time. IBM, 3M, Dell, Avaya, Emerson. I was flying all over the country because I was so determined for us to reach the Inc.'s 5,000 fastest growing companies award. We were a creative services agency and we wanted to work with the biggest companies in the world. During that time, I was driven by the pipeline. I was driven by deadlines. I used to say, thank God for deadlines, I wouldn't get anything done because I got that adrenaline hit. And when I did, I would get things done, but it was at the expense of my health. My body started to break down. I started to have chronic disease states, high blood pressure, anxiety. What had ended up happening when I went to the doctor, they said, do the traditional way, take this medication, do this diet, and change your exercise. None of what I wanted to do. I had to find a better way. And here's what I've learned since then. If some of you guys are familiar with this story in your own lives, let me tell you what's happening. You see, when we move into a stress reaction, anxiety, thinking about something like the deadlines, our bodies actually hit what we call the fight or flight. What happens in that is the adrenal glands activate and cortisol, the stress hormone, runs through the body. It's like the gas pedal. And if you leave that gas pedal on for a long time, days, weeks, months, even years, I had mine on for years, the body starts to break down. We get out of homeostasis and balance, and we try to get back in with diets, exercise. Maybe we have bad habits like drinking too much or binge watching Netflix all night. All of those things can work temporarily. However, what ends up happening if we don't return the body back to homeostasis and balance, it continues to break down. And so the body can actually get addicted to fight or flight. Here's why. Because when you hit fight or flight, you can do it by thought alone. You guys have all felt it. You had a thought and boom, you feel that like jolt of energy that happens through the body because the body wants to wake up and be alive because it's in fight or flight. It has to save itself. And we can literally get addicted to this feeling and we don't even realize it. I would wake up in the morning and I would start ruminating about all the things I had to do and boom, my body was right back into fight or flight. And the body wants more of it and the body craves it. And then what I found out is during the day, I needed that hit of adrenaline and I would create it with something. The thought, oh no, what if I don't get this sale? Oh no, what if I lose this client? Then I learned how the body worked and I learned how to biohack my physiology, literally biohack my physiology. When I felt the stress come on, I could start this process to shift my body from that stress reaction, bring it back into homeostasis. I literally would do it in meetings. I would do it in presentations. And it was pretty amazing. And I thought, wow, how come nobody else is teaching this? It was a game changer. That's why I started my company, Core Performance, because I was going to teach other people how to do this because so many of us are stressed out. You can do it without medications, without diets, without exercise, without binge watching Netflix, and without drinking lots of wine to just chill out for the evening. So if you'd like to know more about how to do this, I've got some upcoming webinars coming up. Check out the links in the first comment below and join us for our live webinar where I'm going to show you literally how to biohack your physiology to get out of the stress response. See you there.